morning. Welcome back. This morning we are on the road to Durham. We are looking for a event venue for Content Creators Roundtable. So we are headed up to Durham to meet with Miss Carnita and Miss Carla to help us kind of navigate this thing of putting on an event. Like I said before, I've done weddings, but this type of event is a different scale, so I'm excited to have their help. I do have company today. Destiny is with me and Brandon is here. So we are almost there, so we will let you guys see the venue. We'll take a tour, just kind of go through the process. Hopefully you like it as much as I do, and hopefully this becomes a thing because I feel like this is the perfect venue. So let's get to the venue. So this is Apella's. Isn't it beautiful? Don't you love it already? Okay, so we're going in. They're already inside, but let's take a look.
So welcome to Apella. So the way that we have this place organized, and you've seen the map, is we have kind of our smaller rooms back here and then our larger meeting space back here. So let's start by looking at the small rooms. We'll swing back around, look at the courtyard and the big rooms, and then we'll sit down and have a chit chat.
Okay, sounds good.
So then we have the rooms numbered. So this is Apella 101, 102, and 103. So we'll start by looking at 101. And it is a green space, so lights are turned on and off. If you're not moving for 15 minutes, they turn on. So this is the room, and that is our smaller boardroom. It fits up to 10 people, even though we have 8 of the chairs right now. It comes with the AV, so you can just like literally plug in here, and then it controls what you see on it, mirrors it on the screen. And then we also have a dry erase board that's also a magnetic board. This is our executive set. So then what's missing is glasses, and then you see the bottle of water there. So this can stay, this can go, whatever your preference is. So you can just, not use the blotters if you feel like it's a little too formal, and just have like pads of paper on the table for people to grab as needed, or we can do the full setup.
And I remember we said something about zooming. Is that the camera with a zoom?
Yes, yeah. So this is hybrid. So what you would do is you connect through this to control the camera, and then you can control it from here. And then it automatically, once you have this connected to your computer, it's what you can choose the option from your laptop.
Okay.
Then this bar above the camera is the microphone as well.
Okay.
So then that's what everyone, and then the speaker is that as well, but then also above us we have speakers as well.
Okay.
So great sound. And then the next one we'll look at is 102. So 102 is the bigger version of 101. Same situation. We can fit 20 chairs around this large table. We have the executive set. Again, we can make it go away or we can keep it. You can also connect your laptop to either end of the table. But this is always going to be the camera controller. So whoever's sitting here will control the camera. But it just, mirrors onto the screen. You still have the dry erase board here. It's also the magnetic board. And then in this room, we have 2 different sets of blinds. We have blackout blinds as well as the sunshades that are there. You can see behind you, we have the counter space that has a built-in little mini refrigerator. We keep that stocked with beverages. And then we typically can put, like, if you wanted coffee in here or something like that, we can put that on this counter as well. Any questions on this room or the last room?
And you said how many people could fit into this?
20 around the table, but we can fit a lot more than that in this room. So if we go theater style, this table has to stay here, but we put the chairs just kind of going next to each other like this. So we can fit about 50-ish that way.
Okay.
We also use smaller chairs. So if we did that, we wouldn't use these chairs. We use like stacking chairs.
However, if this room was big theater style and you have a hybrid component, the camera is in the front of the room, so the speaker kind of has to kind of stand off to the side.
The camera's meant to kind of work around the table. So then we're just going to hop over to 103 real quick. So 103 is our flex space, small meeting flex space. So we can have it set up like this. You can use it kind of as your office if you like, or you can put a round in here. You can put just chairs in here, however it is that you want this set up. This room is not hybrid ready, so it doesn't have a camera already built into the room or a microphone already built into the room, but you can still connect wirelessly and use the camera and the microphone from your laptop. So the screen is still capable of mirroring your presentation or mirroring the Zoom. Mm-hmm. We also have kind of like a little wet bar back here. We stock with the same sodas and waters, but we have a sink, and so we can put ice back here, whatever it is that you want back here as well, if you wanted some coffee. Perfect. It is also a great speaker ready room. So if you do have headliners or speakers or something like that, and they need kind of a moment while the crowd's kind of getting settled, this is a good room to also put them in.
Okay.
This or 101 kind of work really well for that. Then let's talk about the North Lounge. Yes. So this is a screen that can be customized. So it's one image, as you can kind of tell from this image, but then it has this cutout. So we have a template for it, so you can see what part of the image is actually going to be seen by the actual screens. But it's definitely customizable. We've had 3 logos where it's like 1 logo, 2 logos, 3 logos. We've had the 1 logo where it kind of spreads across. We've had, logos that just slowly scroll across. So with it being a screen, it can be a static image or like a movie image. Whatever your heart desires. You can plaster your face up there. Whatever it is that you would like.
How many, if it is a slideshow, how many could you get? Like, say for instance, we have people come and they have their channels and stuff. Is it a way we can Parker's on the go?
Yeah.
Adventures by Carnita, MA, so they can see that. How many, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
However many you want, and then however long. So if you give me a static image, like just a picture, then and you give me 10 of those, then you just tell me how much time you want. So like right now, they're about 7 seconds long. Mm-hmm. So this changes about every 7 seconds, but it could be a full minute if you want it to be a full minute. 7 seconds works really well when people are moving in and out of the space, because then you'll eventually see it all of the screens before you kind of move on to the next space. Right. But yeah, up to you. You can also hear music in here. We have control of that, so we can change the genre of music, but we don't have a specific playlist control.
Gotcha.
So there's that, and then we can obviously also control the volume as well. This table cannot move. The chairs, the stools around it can. So if you just kind of want to have it as a hangout space, we can move the chairs away. If you want to leave the chairs here, you're welcome to. People can come and eat lunch here, breakfast here, no plug here. There are no plugs here. Yeah, unfortunately not. Which is ironic, because that's the reason this table can't move, is because it has the pipes for the wires, but no wires, unfortunately. Gotcha. Someday we'll get those wires in. This behind you is also another furniture grouping that can move if you need it to. And so the reason why someone might move it, we put a bar here before, like if you had a reception.
Gotcha.
We put a bar over here. If you wanted, if you had vendors that you had here and they wanted a table to set up, this is a good corner to put like 2 or 3 vendors in. So again, there's definitely flexibility in this space. And then, or we just add different furniture. If you have furniture you want to rent for some reason, then we can, change that out as well. And then we often will kind of change our furniture as well. So like sometimes if someone wants to use those chairs in another room, we'll take these teal chairs and put them here. So it's all flexible. And then down this hallway is the last thing about the North Lounge. There's a single restroom. To the right, there's a wellness room, which essentially is kind of like a closet with a chair where it's just very quiet in there. Mm-hmm. But then also has a plug in case go take a look. You're welcome to take a look. In case you have a nursing mother maybe, or someone that needs to take a phone call, or whatever the reason is.
Just need a quiet room.
It's
quiet. Yeah.
On the left side is our coat closet. So typically there's nothing in there right now, or maybe there's storage in there, but typically these will kind of go in there when it's not used.
Okay.
And then straight down that door is
the coat.
I think there's storage in there right now, but but oftentimes this lives in there.
Okay.
And then straight down is the Alexandria offices. The door is locked, so no one's accidentally going to go back there from your group. And typically they don't come out this way. So.
Okay.
So the North Lounge. Any questions on the North Lounge? So then for this area, this is kind of our reception area, which kind of transitions between the North and the South Lounge. For the whole buyout, you do get access to this big desk, so you can use it for registration purposes. If you have like a person that's kind of like the person who's going to answer the questions, you know, the person who's going to be the go-to information person is a great person to put back there. Also, if you're not going to use it, Lewis and I will typically sit there to kind of help you that information.
Okay.
And be easy to grab. In the reception area, you have this large screen, and that's another screen that can be customized. So, however, if you want to, kind of put like a welcome to, you can put that on there and it can just stay there the whole day. If you want to have it like a movie and you just want to have it keep flipping through, you're welcome to do that too. If you end up having sponsors, that's a really great, thank you to our sponsors to flip through that as well. We have tables, and they're welcome to use any of our tables. If you want to,
stands,
Yeah, and we can show those. Oh, it's the same table that's in 103. So we have 40 of those tables. This is a great furniture grouping. The actual banquette behind it does not move, but the carpet, the chairs, the coffee table, all of that can move. This is another great option for a bar area or a sponsor area. So again, just flexible and whatever your imagination come up with, and I'm happy to kind of help you figure out some setup options as you know what this ends up looking like.
Okay.
Once you go through this big black doorway, then you are in the South Lounge. So South Lounge is home to lots of different parts and pieces. If you come further down, you'll notice that that's where the doors are to the courtyard. Behind the Be Inspired wall is the women's restroom. Just to the left of that is the men's restroom. They're really very pretty. And then you have the entrance into 100. All of this furniture that's in here can be moved, is movable. Even these tables are movable. We've used them for various different reasons. While these are movable, they can't go away. So they have to live somewhere. So that's the only thing. But the rest of it, like the high boys, you don't want them, they go away. The stools, you don't want them, they can go away. So just up to you as to, again, what you might use this room space for. One thing that I would take into account is food and beverage. And so if that's something that you guys still want, we just need to kind of think through what time people are eating, how many people are here during that time, how quickly you want them to get through that buffet, or if it's going to be a plated, lunch or something, what that looks like. So we'll just have to plan through that, because you might need this table to have food on it, or we might put a smaller table in the hallway somewhere. If you have 150 people all come and eat at the same time, we might do a couple buffets.
Right.
So, and we might extend it into the North Lounge. So all different kind of scenarios as to what your goals are around the meal. Let's look at the courtyard real quick. So I wouldn't sit on any of the furniture. Quite soaking wet right now. But this is our standard kind of setup. We always have some furniture groupings out here. We'll always have some cocktail tables out here. Sometimes they might get mixed and matched a little bit, but this is what it is standard. With the buyout, this comes with your buyout. So if you want to put tables out here instead because you want to have lunch out here, we can remove the furniture and then put tables in. If you want to keep the furniture, but you want it on the lawn, and then you want the tables out here, all doable. Again, flexibility is one of our greatest strengths. So you just let us know what you guys want, and then we can make it happen.
Okay.
I always welcome you to see the restrooms because I think that they're pretty.
Yes. They're gorgeous.
So you can take a quick little peek at those. Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I know, aren't they nice?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, look.
Bathrooms. I love bathrooms.
I'm taking this. I touched it, so I'm taking it. I touched it, so I'm taking it.
Got you.
Ain't this nice?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What is that, velvet? No.
And I like how they have little accessories.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then also you can do your own keepsake of lotion.
Yeah.
For people
Yeah.
to have, and they can.
So these screens are programmable as well, so you can do animations. Or
Okay. Awesome.
Same file, same type of scenario, still images or movies.
Are you already in love with that plugin already? Yeah. As content creators, stuff like that is important. You don't realize how important that kind of stuff is until you need it.
So there's one on each side, there's one here, and there's one on the other side.
Okay. Awesome.
The plugs.
Yeah.
That is very true. So then let's head into 100.
Okay. This is huge.
So there's lots of flexibility in this room.
Yeah.
Seeing it completely empty helps you kind of envision it. We have plenty of the tables. So similar to the table that's right here behind you, that's one of our classroom tables that comes with plugs. So then we can plug it into the ground. We can daisy chain them together. And then total, we have 40 of those. So we can have up to 80 people sitting classroom style in here. We also have round tables that are 60-inch round, and we can go up to 10 people around those. For business, we typically do about 8, but you can do 10. We have various types of chairs. We have this blue stocking chair. We have a blue executive chair. And then we also have a gray dining chair. We also can just do theater. So we can go up to about 220 theater style in this room as well. So lots of different flexibility and options. We have an air wall in this room. So if you wanted to use it as breakouts, maybe like have a big general session in the morning, everyone's together, they all go out to grab lunch, if you will. And then during that time, we just need everyone out of the room for about 10 minutes or so. So then we can adjust whatever needs to be adjusted to get it out of the way of the air wall. And then we can close the air wall for you. And then there's a little door, just a regular sized door that can go in between the rooms as well. So you don't have to go all the way around.
The chairs are comfortable.
They are.
That's very important.
The screens are tied together when it's one room, and then separated. We can separate them when they are the 2 rooms. So they have 2 different controls.
Okay. So you could technically have 2 like big breakout sessions at one time happening.
And typically when we set up the room, if that's the issue, we'll have it kind of spaced out already so that we don't have to move too much furniture.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I love the place.
I told you.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the facility because it is something that is very close to my heart. This is just a passion project for me. When we first started our YouTube channel, my husband and I over on Parker's Gonna Go, we felt like we were kind of in the space alone, and eventually we found family, and that's what this is about. This is about us growing together. This is about us learning and knowing that we don't have to be in this space alone, that we are not out here alone, and that we will support each other. And that's what the round table is about. So if you haven't already, go ahead and join us over on Facebook. The link will be in the description of the video, so please don't miss that. And I hope you guys will consider saving the date and joining us on the Content Creators Roundtable Creators Inspired Summit, hosted March 22nd of next year. Now, I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are able to join. I hope you guys learn. Like, that's the point of this. It's just us to be together, learn, and network. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching the video. Please stay tuned for more videos to come as I grow this conference and grow my team. I have some awesome people coming on the team with me. Thank you to Ms. Carla and Carnita for driving all the way from Baltimore here to North Carolina to come and visit the facility and make me feel better about my choice, because I fell in love with it the first moment I saw it, and they did too. So thank you for being a part of my team. Now, I would appreciate it if you guys can go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because I want you guys to get the newest updates of what's going on with this conference. And I will see you next video. Bye, fam.